Hello, my name is Mitch Fortner, and we are here today to talk about a study that was performed to determine where to locate Blue Chip Diner's next restaurant location. And so let's move right on into our presentation here. The problem statement, Blue Chip Diner is looking to develop its newest restaurant location. Alternative locations have been narrowed down to a short list of 5 potential locations, including Houston, Pearland, Corpus Christi, Spring, and Plano, all in Texas. Our firm was contracted, Fortner Consultants was contracted to analyze data from 200 existing locations to develop a model to select the location of the 5 that would have the highest forecasted monthly sales. We looked at a number of different variables, independent variables, which drive the dependent variable of monthly sales at some level or another. The variables that we investigated include percent target lifestyle customer, the median income of the surrounding area, the population of the surrounding 5-mile area, the employee turnover for the restaurant, the tenure of the manager in months, brand recognition, monthly advertising budget, and the number of competitors within a 5-mile radius. These variables correlated to monthly sales at different rates. And one of the variables that we found that was highly correlated to monthly sales was brand recognition. And you can see here there's a pretty strong linear correlation for brand recognition against monthly sales, trending upwards here across the data. Each one of these blue dots represents a data point from one of the existing 200 restaurants. And so you can see how heavily correlated that is in a band that's trending upwards there. Another variable that we found that correlates very well to monthly sales is the tenure of the restaurant manager. And you can see along the x-axis we have the tenure in months for the manager, and then the monthly sales for the restaurant that they manage. And you can see as there's a band here that generally trends upwards the longer that the restaurant manager has been employed in that particular location, which obviously makes good sense that the longer that they are there, you would hope that they would learn tips and tricks that would drive that monthly income upward. What we did is develop a regression equation which took the form of monthly sales is equal to 297,294 plus, and you can see these different factors times the independent variables. And so it was a simple matter of, once we had analyzed the 200 data points, developed the regression equation from those 200 data points, then we were able to take the variables for the 5 potential locations or alternative locations, plug in those particular variables with these factors, and come up with our projected monthly sales. And the summary results, to make a long story short, the summary results of the projected monthly revenue indicate that Pearland has the highest projected monthly revenue at a volume of $642,521 projected for the monthly sales. So looking at our recommendations, we would recommend that Blue Chip Diner open their new location in Pearland, Texas. Um, and based upon those heavily correlated uh, uh, variables, we also would make a further recommendation that Blue Chip Diner either relocate a long tenured, high performing manager to Pearland, or if that's not possible, if it's difficult to move one of the existing managers, we would recommend that the Blue Chip Diner involve a similar manager, high performing, long tenured, in the initial and ongoing training of the new manager, forming a mentorship sort of relationship for that new manager in Pearland, so that the learning curve may not be quite as long for the new manager to drive that monthly sales volume. And then the final recommendation that we would have is to advertise heavily, with the focus being to drive brand recognition within the new market. And we looked at several different alternatives for that, including radio, television advertisement, as well as billboard advertisements along heavily traveled highways and roads, with the objective being to involve that new manager with the marketing team for Blue Chip Diner and really focus on those very strategic actions that would be cost effective to drive that brand recognition up. We want the public to know that we've got a new location, and we want them to know how amazingly good Blue Chip Diner is, and would be a great selection for their family to enjoy their restaurant. So with that, we will conclude our presentation, and we are available for questions and any other information that we can provide. We'd love to help with this ongoing analysis. Thank you very much.